Hello and welcome to the 8th installment of the Energy Astrology mini-series. The last installment showed which vibes carry Thursday. This installment covers Friday, the most auspicious day for romance, love and creativity. Friday is the day of Frigga, the Germanic version of Veneris Dies, the day of Venus. Venus is the goddess of art, love, beauty and philosophy, i.e. the love of wisdom. In tarot, the patroness of love is the Empress. Aphrodite Anadromene, the Greek Venus, means the one who rises from the waves. Ancient legends inform us that the foam of the sea gave birth to Venus. Let's have a closer look at this beautiful allegory. When Kronos overthrew his father Uranus, he severed Uranus' genitals and cast them into the sea. This produced the foam from which Aphrodite rose. In tarot, Uranus is associated with the spirit or Fool card, which represents the spirit or life power. Uranus' genitals are a symbol of the life power, while water signifies consciousness. This gives us the image of spirit infusing consciousness to generate creativity. You can find the foaming water in the Truth or High Priestess card. Among other things, the High Priestess symbolizes the cosmic substance. The Emerald Tablet calls this matter the one thing from which everything is made. The High Priestess's upper water is virgin or sterile, if you so will. Her lower water becomes alive and foams as it flows towards the earth. Malkuth. There is also a connection to the Magician card, since it is associated with yellow, the same color as the Spirit card. The Magician draws the life power from above and directs it towards manifestation, the garden of the Empress. For this reason, the Empress is considered the High Priestess impregnated with the Magician's ideas. Mind that the Empress's left foot, understanding, rests on the silver moon crescent, which represents the powers of the High Priestess, for example, memory. Mind also that Kronos used a sickle to cut off Uranus' genitals. The sickle has the shape of a moon crescent. We are born with a heart's desire and the talents to pursue it. Steve Jobs described the heart's desire in his 2005 Stanford commencement speech. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. During the pursuit of our heart's desire, we meet ample adversity, which evolves our skills and knowledge, the white lilies in the Magician's garden. Since the heart is the seat of love, Friday is the day of your heart's desire. If you don't pursue your heart's desire as a profession yet, spend at least a couple of hours on it. If your heart's desire is to be an inspiring writer, write a chapter or two. If your heart's desire is to be a painter, paint a little. If your heart's desire is to be an alchemist, concoct a love potion. Venus is also the patron of beauty. In a way, love and beauty are inseparable. Where there is love, beauty flourishes, and where there is beauty, love blooms. On the Tree of Life, the central sphere has the title Beauty. It is the sphere of the higher self, which rules through love. Philosophy means love of wisdom. Venus is also the patron of philosophy. Accordingly, the mental polarity assigned to this tarot card is wisdom and folly. Philosophy seems to be a rational, intellectual and patriarchal affair, but behind every philosophy is a desire. Behind hedonism is the desire to experience pleasure. Behind Epicureanism is the desire to lead a happy life. Behind rationalism is the desire to liberate oneself from dogmas. On the Tree of Life, the path of the generation card connects the second and third spheres, wisdom and understanding. The ancient title of this path is the luminous intelligence. This path glows with wisdom, illuminating understanding. In a hymn to Aphrodite, Homer describes her fertility. Flowers bloom beneath her feet wherever she walks. A Greek legend describes how the Graces danced whenever Aphrodite smiled, and wherever her laughter echoed, flowers blossomed. The woman in the tarot card is the mother of creativity and hence art. She's pregnant. On a cosmic level, she's pregnant with the world. On a personal level, she is pregnant with ideas. On the bodily level, she represents pregnant women. The essence of creativity is the ability to give birth. Creativity means bringing something new into this world. Creativity is a portal. For this reason, the Hebrew letter Daleth belongs to this card. Daleth means door. What about bringing something new into this world every Friday? A chapter of a book, a napkin sketch, or a tiny invention? Children are creations too. Hence, Venus is also the mother of all mothers. This reminds us of Eve's title, Mother of all life. Accordingly, Frigg, or Frigga, is the Norse goddess of marriage, motherhood, and domestic love. Above all, mothers nurture and protect. The symbol of a mother's protection is the shield of love, which you can find in the picture. It is made of bronze, the metal sacred to Venus, and carries her astrological sign. In other tarot versions, the shield carries the image of a white descending dove. The dove is sacred to Venus, but also a symbol of pure spirit. In the Homeric hymns and Euripides, doves pull Aphrodite's chariot. Mind how the Revelation describes the woman in the picture. The woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. Being with child, she cried, being in pain as she labored to give birth. Venus is most famous for being the goddess of love. Be in love on Friday with everything and everybody. Friday night is infatuation night. If you already have a spouse, rekindle your love relationship. To understand love, we need to distinguish feelings and emotions. In this case, understanding the difference between love and infatuation. Humans express feelings on the creative feely level, the cups, and react emotionally on the bodily level, the pentacles. The body responds to experiences by conjuring emotions. Our bodies produce fear or aggression in case of danger, arousal in case we run into a potential mate, and excitement if we come across something desirable. Feelings, however, come from the heart or soul, and we need to cultivate them. Love, a sense of beauty, a sense of purpose, and happiness are feelings. Children, who are still 80% soul and 20% ego, express potent feelings, in particular happiness. Love is the mother of all feelings. Love and infatuation are of similar vibes, but vibrate on different octaves. Infatuation vibrates at the bodily level. Cupid, in the sun, represents infatuation. Infatuation is silver, love is gold. After a scandal involving immoral behavior among Roman women, the Senate vowed a statue to Venus, Verticodia, meaning Venus, the changer of heart. Her role was to turn hearts from lust towards love. Her festival, the Veneralia, April 1st, celebrated purification and renewal. This honors the exercise of cultivating feelings at the expense of emotions. To understand love even deeper, we need to understand that we want to be loved, but much more so, we want to love someone or something. If you know that secret and live by it, heartache becomes a thing of the past. Our soul loves all the time and can't help but rain love on people, nature, and experiences. The ego, or a gloomy mind, can't stop the soul from loving. It continues to shine like the sun behind a cloudy sky. As we grow older, wiser, and learn to appreciate both good and bad experiences, the cloud of gloom disperses and we return to being a soul. We become like children again and rediscover our ability to love unconditionally. We return to love and peace of mind. The Roman general Pompey the Great dedicated a temple to Venus Victrix, the victorious, in his great theater complex around 55 BC. Victrix reminds us of the seventh sphere on the tree of life, the sphere of desires, whose name is victory, Netzach. The seventh sphere is the seat of Venus. This images the overwhelming power of desires, passion, and wanting, which drove the expansion of the Roman Empire. Desires are powerful, but they are second to love. Why don't you give your wishes a higher significance? Imbue them with love. For instance, pursue wishes that promote your heart's desire. In astrology, Jupiter, benevolence, is the greater fortune and Venus is the lesser fortune. Venus works hand in hand with Jupiter. Jupiter expands continuously while Venus makes little steps towards attainment. As a symbolic gesture, fulfill a wish on Friday for yourself or someone else. According to ancient legends, Venus had a secret relationship with Mars. Their union produced Harmonia, the goddess of harmony, concord, and unity, and in some legends, Cupid, infatuation. The Tower card associated with Mars is the Awakening Tower card. It connects the 7th and 8th spheres on the Tree of Life, victory, success, and intelligence. Desires drive our intelligence to come up with strategies of how to fulfill them. The ancient epithet of this path is the exciting intelligence, the excitement of action. The mental capability of the Generation Empress card is creative imagination. Creative imagination takes an idea into the mind by clothing it with an image. For instance, you may have the idea of creating a tool for hitting nails. The power of the Empress turns this idea into the image of a hammer. A Greek legend tells us that the sculptor Pygmalion, disillusioned by mortal women, carved a perfect woman from ivory and fell in love with her. He prayed to Aphrodite to grant him a bride like his statue. The goddess answered by bringing the statue to life. This is an allegory of the law of attraction. Creative imagination is the highest mental faculty that prompts the law of attraction. It is more powerful than positive thinking. Get your images straight, and what you wish will come to you. I hope you enjoyed this installment of the Energy Astrology miniseries and discovered an inspiration or two. Please help to spread the light with a like and a share. And don't forget to subscribe. Love and light.